Do you think that at the current level of taxation, can CNG actually become popular? Is that your worry as well? Currently, the price of CNG is about 75 to 76 rupees a kg. If you speak about a litre of petrol, it would be 90, 95 rupees or maybe 100 rupees in some cities. Is there a worry that maybe it's not so much of a fuel option which is attractive right now? Yes, it's a good environmental option, but maybe not a good fuel proposition as yet?
So I would say that, again, I go back to my experience in '93. What the four-stroke products did was to halve the running cost of those who were using two-stroke scooters and motorcycles. The CNG motorcycle, the Freedom promises exactly that. That if you buy this, instead of buying a petrol-powered 100 or 125cc motorcycle, whether ours or somebody else's, this will once again halve your running cost, i.e. in 12 to 18 months, it will pay back for itself. And then for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years that you have the motorcycle, you're just adding savings to yourself. So I think the proposition in that sense is very strong. It's exactly the same proposition that our three-wheeler offers. But beyond the numbers, I think what is also equally important in equal measure is the sentiment or the emotion or the psychology of the consumer. People are extremely concerned that today fuel is 110, 120 rupees a litre petrol. Tomorrow it could be 150. Who knows which way the world is headed? And if I buy a motorcycle, I'm stuck with it for the next 5 years. Do I really want to be vulnerable in that sense, as opposed to buying an electric or a CNG vehicle today, and then I'm free, and that's why the name Freedom. Unfortunately, with electric vehicles, there is still a lot of concern around safety, charging, and battery replacement, none of which apply to the CNG motorcycle.
Right. So we have 5 or 6 minutes more to go, so I'm going to take a rapid set of questions now. What next after Freedom CNG motorcycle? Could there be maybe an ethanol-powered motorcycle? Could there be a hydrogen motorcycle? What does Rajiv Bajaj have up his sleeve? You wouldn't like to tell us, but
no,
maybe give us a hint.
I can share with you that we are working in the general direction of flex fuel. Not only because Gadkari ji is very strong on that, and we have assured him that in terms of motorcycles and three-wheelers, we'll be ready with flex fuel solutions very soon. But also because, last week we opened our plant in Brazil, and the kind of fuel that is required there, blended fuel. So we have to modify our engines and be ready for that. So I think this whole move, it doesn't matter whether it's ethanol, methanol, CNG, LPG, whatever it is, but this general direction to move to clean air with clean fuels, with clean energy, certainly we are going to put our shoulder to it very strongly.
So when you speak about a flex fuel vehicle for that matter, I'm assuming you're immediately talking about ethanol,
right,
in the range of E20 to E80.
Exactly.
By when can we expect that?
I think it's just a matter of months. We are very close to being production ready.
All right, very close. So it could be launched, it will be launched within this fiscal.
It should be, yeah.
Right. In terms of the e-Rickshaw, you had said that that's coming up. Any clarity on that?
The status is the same as last time. So in fact, I can share with you that Gadkari ji said to me this morning, I want to see your e-Rickshaw. And so when he came and went around looking at our facilities briefly, he rode in that for a bit. He seemed to like it. And as I said to you last time, I think early in the next fiscal, we should be ready to go to market. And I think we are looking good for that.
All right, early next fiscal. Now, my final two questions are, in terms of your premium motorcycles, what is the current order bank you're looking at currently? I'm talking about the Triumph, the Pulsars, right, all your bikes put together. And what is the capacity ramp up and the demand that you're looking at?
So the big picture, Parikshit, would be that, in this category, I would put KTM, I would put Triumph, and I would put Dominar, and I would put our big Pulsar, the Pulsar NS400Z. And if you look at our total of domestic and exports, it's typically about 10-12,000 for KTM, almost 7-8,000 for, or say 6-7,000 for Triumph, about 15,000 between the Dominars and the Pulsars. So we are between 30 and 40,000 a month now. depending on the month, in a segment where we were almost non-existent, and where, if I may say, the market leader Royal Enfield is perhaps 70,000 domestic plus exports. So we are almost at half the level of Royal Enfield. I think that's a good place to be. It's a very profitable segment, and we have a lot of action coming. I can't tell you specifics, but within this fiscal and in Q3 and Q4, you will see some amazing new KTMs that will create new categories actually, and you will see one or two launches from the Triumph badge, and you should see some more interesting stuff in the Bajaj brand as well. So a lot of action in this space.
So you mean higher capacity than 400cc maybe?
Not higher capacity, I can candidly say no, but some really nice new motorcycles.
All right, new premium motorcycles coming in. And what about the capacity ramp up for Chetak coming along? How is that coming along?
I hope at the end of this month I can tell you that we have done 20,000 vehicles, which is what I was saying the last time we were endeavoring to do. And now we are actively planning to double this to 40,000. It will take some time. I can't tell you right now how long, but we feel very confident. So we've hit 20,000, which was our first stop, and now we are actively working to double capacity to 40,000 Chetaks a month. This will be supported next year by, as I told you last time, a all-new Chetak. A second Chetak will join the Chetak family. So I'm very excited about that.
Right. Finally, you always leave us with a headline and a surprise. Anything new in terms of product or your 10-year vision for the company that you'd like to leave us with?
Yeah. You know, the last time we met for the launch of the NS400, I think it was in May, a couple of months ago. I'm not going to tell you what, but somebody made a suggestion of something quite outrageous towards the end of that launch meet and said, "Sir, why don't you do this?" And I said to him, "Okay, we'll think about it." So we've started off on that project. It's a very exciting project. I'm not going to... if you go back and look in your records, you might find something.
Please give us a hint. The viewer watching may not have seen the last interview.
Next time. For now, we will leave it at that. But something very discontinuous. Hopefully, I can share more details with you soon.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bajaj, for joining us and giving us your strategy on how you are diversifying your portfolio, making sure you're not deploying one particular strategy, and working hard towards the flex fuel options apart from the EV strategy. Thank you once again for being with us here on CNBC-TV18. Wonderful talking to you.